Hey guys, welcome back to AJS. In this video, we will talk about Saturn in the first house. Um, like Saturn being the karmic teacher, if it's placed in a good position, it can make a person to be a king. And Saturn is in a bad position, it can turn the king to be a beggar. Um, like many of you might have already heard stories about Saturn, like how one of the businessmen was prosperous, and like after Saturn's Mahadasha, this person turned out to be a beggar. Like he lost all of his property. If you're having Saturn's Mahadasha and Saturn is not good in your horoscope, then chances are you might end up losing money. It can be in stocks, it can be losing a job, or even like losing any kind of ancestral property, or like a lot of things happen wrong. Saturn is not in the right position, it's aspected by malefics, and if you're going through Saturn's Mahadasha or Antardasha, a lot of things play a picture, or even like Sadhusati, and like 2.5 years of Halke Sadhusati. So a lot of things. So in this video we will talk about Saturn in the first house. So if you have Saturn in the first house and it's of either of Capricorn, Aquarius, or Libra. Libra is where Saturn is exalted. Capricorn is Saturn's own sign, which right now it is, and Aquarius again is Saturn's own sign. So if you have Saturn in the first house in any of these signs, it's great. That's one of the best things in the horoscope already. That's one of the Raj Yogas you can have, especially in all these three signs. Especially in Capricorn and Aquarius, wherein it's your lord of the ascendant and placed in the ascendant itself. In case of Libra, the position of Venus matters as well, because Venus is the lord of Libra sign, and even though Saturn is exalted, Venus does play a role as well. So moving on, let's see what happens if you have Saturn in the first house. So Saturn in the first house is aspects your third, seventh, and 10th. Uh, Assuming if you have benefic Saturn in the first house, either in its own sign exalted or in its friend sign, these people, they can be head or leader of their own field. Example, if you are working for a company, so these guys can be architects, these can be the principal engineers, and they're master of their fields. They can be a mayor of their town. They can be just like Atal Bihari Vajpayee, they can be the prime minister of a country. So these guys are leader of their field. They are quite learned. They are serious by nature. They are virtuous, and they live long as well. So in the company of these guys, you will find these people to be serious by nature. They're not like someone like it's fun to be around with them. Yes, it's good to be around them, but more you can talk about their knowledge, you can talk about their experiences. They have a lot to be learned from. So like if you're looking for a mentor, these are the best people to have as a mentor. They are honest and they have genuine interest in you. So Saturn here gives all these qualities. These people, they usually like to be alone. Not much of a social life. Even if they are at home, they just prefer to be in their own room and keep on reading or doing whatever stuff they like. Um, Saturn is good in place in a good sign position. So these people, since they are too much busy within themselves and they are progressive, they are the destroyer of their enemies. They don't spend much of their time figuring out like, oh, what my enemy is thinking, what they're planning to do. Instead, they craft their own destiny. They know exactly what to do, what's their purpose, and they walk the path. So these people, they are kind in nature. They usually, they're generous, they are kind, they like helping the poor people, and being in the company of old people, like listening to them, being in the company of guru or like some kind of wise people around. So usually they like to be in these kind of companies. They're quite disciplined, so they're punctual on the time. When they give the appointment of say 8 a.m., so they want you to be sharp at the time. They don't like delays, and they might have some trouble in the marriage. So Saturn over here, it aspects your seventh house. So like in this era, so the disciplined people might not come across as that good. Yes, if you're in the military and administrative kind of settings, that will be the right fit. But in normal life, maintaining all the discipline, being too strict might not come across as that great. So they might have some troubles in their marriage. They might have troubles in their family life with their kids, plus and minus. And if the Saturn is placed in a good sign and good position, they might receive the paternal property. And one thing is for sure that these guys are quite rich. If not by birth, then sometime in life, usually around like post 30s, they have a good standard of living, and they rise to their stature. If Saturn is inauspicious over here, these guys then they are not rich. It's very difficult for them to maintain the normal lifestyle. They suffer from migraines. They have frequent headaches. They fight with other people. They fight with their own younger siblings, and they don't see the way things are. They usually see them in the negative light. These people then they have body ache, and usually they do have some troubles during changes in weather, issues with the wind, usually during the flu season. If Saturn is aspected by malefics, they have to go through some mental agony. They're troubled by their enemies, and in some cases they might be troubled by ghosts. There are chances of accidents as well. Um, Wife, in some cases, I mean, it depends on the Saturn's position and placement. So Saturn's position, sorry. So wife might look older than her age, and they will have like a lot of tension if Saturn is not auspicious. They might Saturn is in an inauspicious position. Excuse me. So they might have some headaches and some tensions here and there. After birth, their parents might face some issues related with, say, ancestral property or with their own land. Chances are father might lose a job as well. Uh, in general, so that's mainly all about Saturn in the first house, the remedies. So these are the remedies as per Lal Kitab. So if you have Saturn who is aspected by malefic or is debilitated, so for Lal Kitab, you feed grams to monkeys, and this helps with money and prosperity. Bury a black kajal or coal for success in business, and water the roots of a banyan tree, and apply the tilak to the soil. So that's about Saturn in the first house. If you like this video, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you again in next video. Thanks for joining.